WSIE 88.7, The Sound. It's easy in the afternoon, and right now it's time for the Celebrity Sit-In. And I have the one and only, the lovely Miss Lisa Addeo. Lisa, welcome to the show.
Hey, how are you? Thank you so much for having me. This is fun.
I am good. I appreciate you giving a few minutes of your time and coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Let's chop it up. Most people may or may not know you were a prodigy of Liberace. How did that come about?
Well, his manager heard me play. And so he told Lee, that's his nickname, about me. And so Liberace said, well, I'm looking for, a pianist to accompany me. You know, we were doing like a big duet with other pianists as well at Radio City Music Hall. And, see if she can play this song. So he called and asked me to play the song, and I learned it and played it for Liberace. He said, definitely. I mean, it was like a 14-page song. He listened, and I thought, I better learn this whole thing. And I was working so much at the time. I had so many gigs, and I learned the song, and I thought, boy, this song is, 14 pages. It's really long. I played 6 bars of it, and he said, yes, I want you to come to, Radio City Music Hall with me. I said, that'd be great, his Easter show. So we did a month, and it was lovely. We broke every record ever set. And it was just a great experience. And, I really learned a lot sitting in the house during rehearsal, seeing how the show was produced and put together, the live show. And it was really, really thrilling and really fun. And then afterwards, he took me around to all these other gigs that he had. And he would, if he was in the main room and I wasn't a part of the main show, he'd stick me in the cabaret, like a little theater in the casino or whatever. And then he'd come in and listen to me after his gig when he was done playing. And he was always mesmerized with the electronics. And he wasn't ever exposed to that. But it was really, really fun. It was a fun experience. So it was just, I don't know, playing the piano, and it happened that way. It was thrilling.
What was it like to perform with him? I saw pictures of you on stage with him, a short video clip. What was it like to actually play with him?
Oh, it was great because we had a huge orchestra in the pit. It was wonderful. He was so humble and very accomplished, and he really had, a lot of musical sensibility that, we would figure out our parts like along the way. So, and if he didn't like something, he would change it. I mean, much like, a lot of the great artists you hear about, it's really their thumbprint on their show, and it's them in their show. So I think the best part was just his generosity and his kindness. He was very kind. He was very loving. And, my family came to Radio City, and he gave us his limo for an entire day. He said, take your family around. I'm like, really? So, yeah, we just had fun. So, yeah, he was very, very kind.
You started performing at a very young age. Age 6 is what I believe, correct?
Yes. Actually, I was 9, but yes.
Okay. How did you get into music? Was it parents that influenced you, or what got you into music?
No, it chased me around. I didn't really ever have a goal to be a professional musician. And I would get, I'd get these offers that I couldn't refuse. And I sound like the Godfather now,
Right.
You can't refuse. And I just finally said, this is, it's always fun. It's always fun to me, writing and playing and singing, especially connecting with my audiences. I love that. And I thought, gosh, this could be kind of fun. So job offers kept coming in, and I kept saying yes. And all of a sudden, I found myself as a professional musician at an early age. And I was like, wow, okay, I guess this is what I'm supposed to do. So I just kind of, got pushed into it. It wasn't a goal that I ever wrote down.
Not many musicians start at that young of age and end up playing publicly and professionally. Not too many. Michael Jackson comes to mind, but not too many. So you're in rare company.
Oh, well, it's fun. And I guess, I guess my path was always kind of created in front of me, and I just, I'd get off it and on it and off it, and now here I am, and have been for many, many years. And I just love what I do. I love, uplifting people, inspiring people. If what I play and sing helps people smile and feel better and feel good, my job is done.
Right. Other than Liberace, who were some of your other influences? Who are people that Lisa listens to when you're in your downtime?
Well, I love Sting. I love Bob James. I mean, there's some. I loved Ramsey Lewis. When I was a kid, I just loved his grooves and the way he played. And who else did I listen to? I mean, there were just so many great musicians. As far as singers go, I always gravitated toward like Mariah Carey, Celine Dion, and Whitney. My goodness, and Michael. My goodness, Michael with all my goodness, his grooves, and Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, Janet, even her stuff was really great. So when I was growing up, that's who I would listen to. Now I just listen to everything everywhere,
right.
all the time.
Right. Okay. We are inside the Celebrity Sit-In with Lisa Addeo. I'm going to take a quick break, and you know what? Let's play something by Lisa. So stay tuned. We're going to come back and keep talking. It's Easy in the Afternoon on WSIE 88.7 The Sound. WSIE 88.7 The Sound. We're in the middle of the Celebrity Sit-In with Lisa Addeo. It's Easy in the Afternoon. I'm your drive time host, Eric Easy E Smooth. Thank you for tuning in. Lisa, Deep Blue Sea, featuring Mr. Ryan Montano. How did you guys end up collaborating together? How did you end up hooking up with him?
Well, I was working. Adam Hawley produced the track, and it's great working with him. And he. I said I heard Harmon Mute on it, and he actually led me to Ryan, and he said, let's try, this new guy that I'm just started working with. Well, he's not new, but I just, I've worked with him, and he might fit the bill. So I said, great, and that's how we actually met. So Ryan blew on it, and it was fabulous. I mean, it just, I just love the tune.
I had the pleasure to meet Adam Hawley. He's a great guy. Do you have any plans to do any other collaborations with him at all, or?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
We do. We're talking right now. So, there's just so many talented musicians I want to collaborate with. I love collaborating. So, So yes, we are.
Is there anyone that you're dying to work with that you have not worked with?
I'd love to work with Huge Groove, and we're talking a little bit. I mean, he's fabulous. I'd love to work with David Benoit too. He's got a great sensibility. As far as singers go, I don't know. There's so many great singers out there. I love the old school stuff too. The Great American Songbook. There's a lot of people. The Pointer Sisters and Sister Sledge.
Oh, you're going back.
I'm going back because these girls have such, soul and beauty to them. And, I don't know. Every now and then I would get somebody to come and sit in with me who was like a pop star or a rock star, and we would get into some jazzy stuff. And, if somebody doesn't come from that genre, it's a really interesting sound they bring, and an interesting approach. So I like switching it up a little bit.
Okay. So after Deep Blue Sea, what's next for you? Are you going to be doing any touring, or can we expect to see you in St. Louis?
Oh gosh, I hope. I mean, COVID keeps stopping and starting and stopping and starting everything. Right now, I'm just tracking. So I just got my grand piano, mic'd up, and I'm now doing my own engineering because a lot of the studios I'm in, they have people come in and they don't because of COVID, and it's kind of sketchy. So right now, I'm just tracking for my record. Still working on my album and the next single. And, I've got about 3 or 4 ideas for that. So.
Okay. Well, tell everybody, before I let you go, tell everybody how they can follow you. Of course, we can get your music, tune in, and all the other outlets and whatnot. Tell everybody how we can follow you.
Well, you can go to my website, and I have all the icons for Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and it's all under Lisa Addeo, Addeo, Lisa Addeo Music, Lisa Addeo. But if you go to lisamusic.com, that points to Lisa Addeo because my last name is kind of unusual, and you can just click on all the icons and follow me. I'd love to have the listeners in St. Louis come on out and say hello.
Absolutely. Hopefully one day you will get here. I would love to meet you in person and have you on air. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Miss Lisa Addeo on the Celebrity Sit-In. I'm going to take a quick break, and right now I'm going to drop Deep Blue Sea. We are 88.7 The Sound.